This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Play clock winding down. Kaepernick going to throw. Escaping the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Armani Bryant in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Time running out here on the play clock. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Cuts it out to the sideline. There goes Duke Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, 65 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And San Francisco. Francisco gets set to go here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
He was looking that time for Aaron Burbridge. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Paul Kruger's one of the most respected veterans in the game. All he does is make plays.
They come up in an offset eye. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. This complete over the middle. Burbridge. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Kaepernick now on first down. He completes it to Burbridge. Oh, he slipped right by him. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. 22 yards on the pickup there. And the 49ers are going to get a first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Another pistol look here. Kaepernick now on first down. Arlington has it, middle of the field. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that leads to a San Francisco first down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
To throw, Kaepernick. They go screen pass to Hyde. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
He's got time. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Colin Kaepernick, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And his kick is good. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a play fake here on first down. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On second down, Griffin. That's complete. It's Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, 83 yards. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Fielded about a yard deep. Stays on his feet. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense.
Torrey Smith, watch him go! Touchdown, 49ers! Torrey Smith, 67 yards. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And trying to give a lift to this offense today will be the Duke, the former Cane, Duke Johnson.
Comes from a great tradition of runners at Miami of Florida. He's one of the best ones we've seen in recent years.
On 2nd down, here's Griffin. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Navarro Bowman makes anyone's short list for the best linebackers in the game.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Griffin. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On 1st down, Griffin. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. On third down, Griffin. And he finds Barnage. He's got it. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
From the red zone now, here's Griffin on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They come up in an offset eye. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. So here we go now, an extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. To throw again is Griffin. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They start the drive with Hyde. Stiff-armed him. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Fresh set of downs here. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
see if they stay on the ground for second down. Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Cap gives to the tailback high. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
To throw, Kaepernick. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 16 on the pickup. And it'll be a San Francisco first down. Defense showing blitz. Kaepernick now on first down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Second down now after the incompletion. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Underneath to Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. Give them 11 on the gain there, and it's good enough for a Cleveland first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. Now here's the first NFL catch for Corey Coleman. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah. They like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Griffin. And he finds Barnage. He's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. Quick look around the league while we have a second. Week 3 of the preseason. Few interesting games. A lot of people like to talk about Week 3. Houston and Arizona was one that caught your eye, wasn't it?
A battle of division champs in 2015, and Arizona went to Houston to play. And Carson Palmer, let's face it, When we talk about the Cardinals, they'll probably go as far as Carson can take them. And he had a rough game, ended up having to get out of it early after taking a big hit and threw an interception that was returned for a touchdown. But how about Houston? Remember when DeAndre Hopkins was so happy on draft night when they drafted Will Fuller to take some pressure off of him? That showed up in a big way in this game, didn't it? Hopkins made some great catches, big-time moves, but a big one by Fuller opening up space. And it looks like Houston, they've got a winner on offense.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On third and long, it's Kaepernick. Deep drop. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Now Griffin on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They go to Johnson again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Griffin. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Ellington now to return it. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. tied as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Hey, got three.
Let's go, 3-19.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Third down and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The play clock's running down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
56,
Blue 90.
Heavy on the edges.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. So, Charles, while we have a moment, getting late in the preseason, a lot of people point to Week 3 as one to watch. What caught your eye in Week 3?
Well, when I watched San Diego play and saw Melvin Gordon, he looks like the Melvin Gordon we saw coming out of college. Another explosive run. He looks sharp. He looks quick. He looks much more confident and especially healthy after the offseason knee surgery.
Teddy Bridgewater looked pretty good, too, didn't he?
And what I liked about him, and I agree with you totally, is the ability to push the ball downfield, because that's what they plan to work on the entire offseason. In fact, that's all we've talked about. Can they get the ball vertically downfield to help out with Adrian Peterson in the backfield? And Teddy Bridgewater's made great strides in that area.
Strong left.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw again. Underneath to Davis. And he's got room. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the pistol, they'll run with Hyde. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hyde, the lone man in the backfield.
3-19. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one complete, right side to McDonald. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, I can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And here's Phil Dawson now with a 49er field goal unit. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And that'll bring them back within 4. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Andrew Hawkins, 75 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now let's go. Blue, line it. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jamario Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Watch that.
On 3rd down, Griffin. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
first down carry here for Johnson. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 2nd down, here's Griffin. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Now it's Griffin. He's got, and the Niners get there and bring him down. Mike Purcell coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Travis Coons on now for the Browns field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The intended target, Mike Davis. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete to Quentin Patton. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let him know.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This complete over the middle, Burbridge. And he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, 49ers. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Quentin Patton that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Green 39! Green 39!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39!
Patting the man in motion.
No, Jack, Patriot!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hurry up, here we go! Detroit!
Play clock winding down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's hauled in by Ellington. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
All right, here we go!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Oftentimes, when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Out to the flat for Hyde. It'll be a gain of 11. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
They'll set up a throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Hurry up, here we go!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Bruce Ellington, a 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Now Dawson for the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Tackle made by Antoine Bethea. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a San Francisco first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. Back to throw now on 1st down. And McDonald here over the middle. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Detroit.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the 1st.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down. Doesn't find anyone open. Tucks it away. Takes off and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Carlos Hyde was the target. And it'll be 2nd and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Caught, it's Ellington. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 3rd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. This complete over the middle, Burbridge. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and sneak it here. Call it a 1-yard gain of the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
And this is a spot where you have your offense stay out there to get those few inches. It's too long for a field goal. It's not worth punting. So this is the right decision as far as I'm concerned, and they wind up picking up the 1st down.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
2nd down following the incompletion.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Single.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Right, 58. Right there.
Watch him now, Barney. Hot.
Back to throw. Surveying the field. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
He's back to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Set. 319. 319. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw. It's hauled in by Ellington. Touchdown, 49ers. Bruce Ellington in the final minute. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. So they'll look to convert that and then hold on here in the final minute to force overtime.
And let's check the nerves of not just the guy kicking the ball, but how about the snapper and the holder as well.
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big two-point conversion here?
Hurry up, here we go. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Well, timeout on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
Now RG3. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. Because you got the linemen that have to move. You have the wide receivers have to get out and vacate. You got the running back that's got to make a little fake and then get out into the route. And of course, the quarterback, he's got to hold in there and know he's probably going to take a big hit before he lofts the screen off to the back. Why didn't he catch it? That's all he needed to do for them to be successful.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw is RG3. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenneth Acker. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They're on the outskirts of field goal range here in a tie game with a little time. So how do you handle this? What do you do here, Charles?
Everybody wants to pick up as much yardage as possible, but the weird part is for field goal kickers, being in really close sometimes puts more pressure on them because it's much more of a position kick as opposed to just going ahead and letting it out and letting it go. A lot of guys like a little bit of distance because you know they can handle it, and it's a more natural swing of the leg.
So maybe getting inside the 20, not that big of a deal.
Not that huge of a deal. Sometimes that messes you up with the angles depending on which hash mark you're kicking from.
They come out here in the eye.
Green 39! Green 39!
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
Yeah, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. the carry. It's Davis. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So this thing is all going to come down to the right foot of Phil Dawson. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. He got it. He missed his lone attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. And just a heck of a final drive that you and I just got to witness.
We got to see calm, cool, and collected in action, didn't we? That allowed them to go down the field and score the game-winning points.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.